Hi everyone, welcome back to House of Harmony. This is Madison. Today what I want to talk about is actually a particular concept that came up during a podcast I was listening to. It was Jay Shetty's podcast with Russell Brand, and a really cool conversation came up when they were talking about role models and people that they admire, and this particular conversation went towards a direction that started to talk about the difference between imitation and emulation. And when they were talking about this, I found it so interesting and profound that I really wanted to make a video about it and go a little bit deeper into it, because I think it's something that we all can evaluate in our own life and see where we might not be choosing the right choice or making the right decisions for our own personal journey. So when we come across a particular person we find enticing or attractive or admirable in some way or form, a lot of the times our fellow humans actually don't quite grasp on to what exactly it is from a thematic or symbolic level that they are attracted to. So a symbol is something that is physically expressed to represent something that cannot be expressed on the physical plane. Some examples of things that are symbolized are courage, strength, success, beauty, and all sorts of other things. So when we first explore the difference between imitation and emulation, it's really great to define what exactly it is that we are talking about. So my own particular definition of imitation is to mimic a particular physical quality or characteristic of something or someone. And to emulate a person or something is to discover and find the essence, the energy behind that physical manifestation or physical expression that you find admirable, and then let that essence or energy channel through you to be expressed in an authentic, unique, and personal way that works for you. Now, the biggest difference between those is that imitation is literally taking another person's physical expression and slapping on that same mask, and hoping it will work for you. Whereas emulation is actually taking a step back, taking a step back from observing that thing that you admire, asking yourself, all right, from a symbolic level, a thematic level, what is it about that particular expression that I find to be attractive? And a lot of the times it's going to be something that is not even about the physical manifestation or physical expression. It's going to be something like a particular feeling or an emotion that becomes the effect of it. And so what you do once you have defined that and identified it, you sit and you let that energy swirl around and build momentum within your own energetic field to be manifested, then to be birthed into your own physical reality, into an expression that is unique and special and authentic to who you are. So I'm going to give you an example that I think is really practical. So let's say that I really admired The Rock, just Rock, The Rock, Jane The Rock, oh my gosh, I cannot talk today, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And so let's say that I really admire him in the way that, the way he lives his life. And The Rock is a very interesting person. He is a person of notable for his physical stature and health. He's also prolific in an acting career and a lot of other things that he has on his plate. And so how The Rock expresses himself or maintains these things is through a myriad of different things, meaning he follows a specific diet where where he fasts, and he has a certain amount of calories that he has to intake and specific types of food that he has to intake. He gets up at 3 a.m. and has a very strict workout or fitness regime that he follows. He also is an actor, consistently going out and doing movies, as well as TV appearances and TV shows and all these other great things, and still manages to seem like to be a really great guy. And so I can look at The Rock, and let's say I chose to imitate him. To imitate him, because I find some of these things admirable, because he is a successful person, I start getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I start following the same diet. And so I'm taking all of these physical expressions or things that The Rock does, and I apply them to my own life. But then all of a sudden I realize that, I'm eating way too many calories for my own body. I'm not getting enough sleep because my own daily life consists of not getting home until 8:30, 9 p.m. at night, and oftentimes not falling asleep till 11 p.m. And that only leaves me 4 hours. On top of that, I am a singer, and so sleep tends to be a really important thing to my own vocal health, as well as the type of exercise that I partake in. So I start taking all of these physical expressions that The Rock has, and I put them on myself, but then I start realizing that there's something that's not working. I feel really, really tired. My body doesn't feel good. I feel cranky. Now, if I decided to take some time and look at The Rock and what all of those things actually contributed to, meaning his sense of success, and to me, the way I interpreted all of those things is his capability to maintain a very healthy lifestyle while also trying to pursue a very active career and lifestyle and maintain a joyous, positive attitude through all of it. So I can see all of this, and to me, the essence of all of that is the sense of positive outlook and small sacrifices or small adjustments in one's life to create a sense of flow that interconnects with everything else in one's life, to make it an effortless progression towards vitality and towards thriving. And so I can sit with that energy and allow it to swirl within my own energy field. And from allowing that essence to swirl in my own energy field, I allow the inspiration to come, to manifest from that energy into an idea. And so the idea that comes up from that is one that says, okay, if I choose to get up at 6:30 a.m. instead of 8 o'clock in the morning, then that gives me an hour and a half more time to actually go to the gym and to get some more exercise and to make it more so a part of my daily life. And then I can look at, okay, on the diet aspect, I can say, okay, I see that, you know, his particular diet is not for me. What I can implement in that sense is a sense of intermittent fasting, where I only eat for certain hours during the day. And these are more smaller adjustments that fit and align with the flow of my own life and what I'm able to do to create a more harmonious existence with where I am right now and where I want to be in life, and how I define success in a personal realm as well as a career realm. So, biggest differences: imitation, taking another person's physical representation of something that you admire and slapping it onto your own expression and hoping that it will work. It may work, it may not work, but the thing is, it doesn't necessarily allow you to discover or to go within and explore yourself and see what actually resonates with you, because you are a unique expression. And then emulation, on the other hand, allows for you to take the essence of the thing that you find attractive or enticing or admirable, allowing it to swirl within your energetic field until it manifests itself into an organic inspiration, or it manifests itself into an original physical expression that is authentic to who you are at this time. So it's not to say that, you know, it's a one size fits all for you for forever and ever. And so what I think emulation does is it allows for this sense of constant inner exploration, constant check-in, and constant allowance for change and evolution as you go on through your life and discover new things and try out new things. And the biggest thing about all of that is that it's going to be right for you, not for 3 million people, but it's going to be right for you. And so anyways, I hope this gives you a little bit of insight or food for thought as you go on in life and see things that you want to integrate into your own life and experience. But take a step back and make sure that you're doing it in a way that resonates with who you are at this time. So thanks for watching. Tune into some other videos if this is your first time watching or listening. Please subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you want to do as your contribution to my very small community at this time. Anyways, hope to see you again soon, and I love you.